Sex with you until we get married. This is the vow I made to God.
I flew all the way across the world for this guy. I've been waiting 5.5 years. And now all of a sudden you're telling me your little celibacy story? Are you kidding me? Something's off.
Chidi and Renee, some of you guys are like, it's wrong that he didn't tell about the no sex thing. Some of us are like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Chidi, yes, the
Chidi, isn't it Chidi?
Chidi or Chidi, something. Chidi. Okay. I'm sure you guys will correct us in the comments like you always do. Right. But but I do think, I mean, the whole no sex thing, I feel like if he was scared to let you know.
It wasn't even that. You know what he said? He said he hadn't given his life to Christ yet.
Yeah.
He had not done that when he was first with her. Yeah. All this time. This is a recent thing.
Right.
And so she just has to respect that.
And respect
this is where he is now. So because it's recent for him too, maybe that's why he doesn't want to talk about it. He's kind of maybe shy about talking about it.
Right.
You know, so she just has to be understanding about that. When you're now in this new, religion for yourself, your new belief system, you're still on shaky ground for yourself.
Right.
Right? You're still trying to figure the whole thing out. And so, but, and he doesn't want to do that via text, probably, right? So now they're face to face. I get it. Well, but also, and I'm sure, Renee, you did not come all the way from America just to be with him physically.
Let's talk about, baby, let's talk about you and me.
Anywho.
I do think that's why she came out here.
Yeah, but that's not the only reason why you came. You also came to see him, to hold him, to have talks with him.
Well, they came and share the same bed, so there's no cuddle session.
Yeah, but that's even sharing the same bed. That's just in the beginning. But I am sure
they're not sharing a bed. They're not even.
Yeah, but I'm sure you could hold hands. I mean, you're sharing a bed for what, 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. I mean, there's 24 hours in the day. I mean, come on, Renee. Think outside the box.
But the question is Chidi wrong for not telling her ahead of time?
It is new to him. It's a new religion to him.
So you'll say no?
He's not wrong. It's a new religion. Anybody who has started any new belief system, you're a little shaky when you first start.
But you're so excited. You don't
want to be out there talking to people who will, kick you off of your path. Right? And you certainly don't want to do it after all this time you've been talking about, I cannot wait until I am in you and all these stuff. All of a sudden now you're like, by the way, this is my new thing, so I cannot. You don't want to do that now. All of a sudden the text will be like, So you said, let me wait until I can see her face to face. It makes total sense to me. Total sense.
Now, I do want to say this, because anyway, we'll talk about that on another video. But I do feel like with Chidi, him not telling Renee, I don't think he's wrong. Because my thing is, 1, he's already talked about her temper. 2, he's talked about her being belligerent. And then 3, he has talked about her freaky belief system. Well, I'm not going to say freaky. It's whatever she believes.
Right.
But me, listen, Illuminati, devil, I don't care about none of that shit. What is going to help me get to the good part of life? Okay, where's the positive stuff? Where's the uplifting stuff? I don't need to know about what celebrity is worshiping Satan. That ain't got nothing to do with me. As long as I'm not. Well, that's basically what they said. The Illuminati is giving up your soul to Satan in order to become successful. That's basically what it is. Yeah. So that ain't got nothing to do with me, right? Yeah. So I feel like maybe with Chidi, the reason why he didn't even want to tell her over the phone, which for me, when I think about it, if this person is belligerent, I would rather tell them over text than do it in person, because he might attack me. You know what I'm saying?
He feels like, so if I talk to her, I look her in her eyes, she will understand my heart. She will understand where I'm coming from. And so that's why he wanted to do it face to face. Like, this is so important to me. Look at me and see how much it has changed me. Don't I look like a changed man from who you were seeing and whatever? These are some of the changes that I've been going through.
Renee's reaction to it, it just seemed as if she was very much against it. And she was like, you're letting your beliefs or whatever change, your little institutional system, whatever change how we feel about each other, which is a spiritual connection. And I don't think God sits down here and he says that, oh, in order for you to be with somebody, you gotta go through all these things. He actually does say that though. Like it's in the Quran, it's in the Bible, no sex before marriage, like all that stuff, it's there. Like sex and all that good stuff should be underneath the covenant of marriage. He says that, and it's for good reason. That's why we have baby mama culture, and we got single mothers out here, because people have decided to go with their feelings and their emotions, and they end up being single mothers. Like, we have to take the right steps. You know what I'm saying? And then we have kids out here
and
who are
some single
fatherless.
mothers are just because father checked out.
Yeah, and then we have men not being, then we have men not being men, and then they're going around society thinking that it's okay not to be a man and all this stuff, and they're just like going through life creating all these broken homes. Cam Newton for one, Nick Cannon for one. Like there's so many men out here who are just doing women dirty.
Diddy for one.
Amen. So this is why we do there. This is why God gave us structure, and He gave us rules that we should go by. And it's not because He doesn't want us to live a happy, full life.
So we can have a happy life and a happy society
with
and
no
a healthy
pain.
Society.
Yes, and then we have things that we want, but it's all done underneath the blanket of positivity, goodness, and longevity, because we've done it the right way. So yes, Renee, it is in the book. God does say that. I don't know, maybe you need to go to your Bible,
no,
but
she doesn't believe that. She doesn't believe in that stuff.
This is why you have to get with somebody who is aligned, equally yoked. And we can't be like this.
Will be right there in America.
You have to be like this with your person, not like this.
You know what I'm saying? The person probably is right there with you in America. Anyway, I keep on telling American women to stop
dating foreigners. I don't like say it on this channel. Y'all don't want to listen.
Listen, there are so many American men out there. They're there.
And they're not bad.
I don't know where you can't find them. There are so many American men. Like, you just gotta pick. And they all have different kinds of belief system. There are enough American men for you.
And Renee, if you really want somebody that's blind,
find someone there who actually believes in the stuff that you believe in.
And I'm sure
maybe you might not find that as a foreigner. You probably will not find someone who's believing all the stuff that you're believing outside of America.
And you could probably find another blind man as well. But Renee, if you're feeling insecure about how you look, go to the gym, go work out. Get yourself together. You should be happy when you look in the mirror naked. You should be satisfied with what you see. If you not, Renee, do something about it.
Yeah, come on our channel. You will see me out here.
Yes.
I don't look my best, right? But I'm striving to get there.
That's what matters.
And I am out here. That's what matters.
And that's what boosts your confidence. That's what helps you be stronger in different settings.
Look at me right here. Look at what I'm drinking. This is
what are you drinking?
What is in here? This is passion fruit. It got avocado, it has ginger, it has, what else he got in there? Okay, avocado, mango, it has some mango in there, okay? But you see me drinking this, all right? Drinking healthy things. Earlier I had something called dumpling, Sierra Leonean dumpling, had some sweet potatoes, had okra, had some cassava, and what else that stuff had? Some plantains, okay, and some fish. Okay, that's what I had for breakfast. And now I'm having this for my lunch, all right? And then I walked for 10 minutes outside. When I first started, I could barely do 1 minute, all right? I could barely go around the whole house. I could not go around the whole house. I could go a little ways and come back. Now I'm walking around the house 7 times, okay? It's just, and I look a wreck when I do it, I'm sure. Like I'm sweating. You know, I'm all sweaty and wet. Chidi's a mess and big. But you know something? I get there every day, Monday through Friday.
That's
you
what
just
matters.
do something about yourself and it will boost your confidence. You don't look good, strive to look your best. That's all you can do.
Yes.
So then that way you can have a man who's not blind. I mean, you don't have to go for someone who's blind just because you were like, you know, you could buy blind men in America, but you don't have to go with someone who is blind because you don't want them to see you, right? You know, so work on yourself so that you
That was hilarious.
have more in the American pool of men to
Pick from.
choose from.
And you won't be
But
out
there are
here.
American men who believe what you believe. Go with them. Don't go with someone who has just given their life to Christ. He will not believe in what you believe in.
Yeah,
at
and you
all.
can't bully him into
And
believing
you can't
it
bully
either.
him into that.
You know what's crazy?
Okay, go with someone that you are aligned with. You're not aligned with him.
You know, I remember there was this one time somebody was
It's going
talking
to
to
cause
me or
him a
whatever.
lot of stress
I
and
did-
yourself.
There was one time that I was talking to somebody, and which I mean, he was another American here in Tanzania or whatever the case may be, right? And I think he was a messianic person. I don't know. I think the Israelites. I think that's what they call them. I'm not sure, but I don't know. But anyway, that's what his religion was.
Really, but they call it messianic.
That's what his religion was. But yeah, at the time there was this guy or whatever, and obviously he was of that religion. I'm not sure exactly what it was called, but he had made some
It's messianic
statements.
something. If you guys know the actual religion, let us
Yeah.
know. Because so we're not sounding silly. But
Yeah.
messianic something.
Yeah, but he had made it clear, whatever, that he was interested in whatever case may be. I said, look, I'm Muslim. I'm not really interested right now. I'm trying to be single, do my own thing or whatever, stuff like that.
Right.
And I told him that I'm dating for marriage if I decide I want to date or whatever. He was
Right.
like, oh, well, that's fine. You know, we can do that. I really wasn't interested in whatever. But he was like, by the way, that Fiance said something about how, black people originally were this, and this.
Right.
And basically trying to convince me that, I should come over to the religion. I've just told you that I'm Muslim. I'm not really interested in even dating you.
What you should have said
But-
is that because I'm Muslim, I can't date anybody who's not. Like I can't be with someone.
Yeah,
who's
I was
not.
just really trying to get him
You
off
have
the
to
phone.
change to Muslim for me.
Yeah, I was really just trying to get him off the phone. 'Cause I was not interested. Well, not even on the phone because we were actually in person when this happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was just like, yeah, no, because
Yeah.
my thing is, it's just like you're trying to sit down here and convince somebody who grew up in this religion and who has basically kind of wrapped their whole life and maybe even their lifestyle around this religion, and it's
Yeah.
like you're expecting to take them out of that when they've had decades in this religion.
Yeah.
It's a little absurd. That's why
Yeah.
I would never sit down here and tell somebody, oh, look, Islam is better
Change.
than any other religion. For me, it's a
Right.
great religion. It works for me. I feel like
Right.
if people are able to get into a religion and it helps change their life, that's what matters. But I'm not
Right.
going to sit down here and try to convince somebody else that, you should
Yeah,
be
to
in this
be
religion.
Muslim.
That's
Yeah.
not my thing. However God comes to you, whether it's through Christ, whether it's through God, whatever you believe in,
Yeah.
that is fine. That's
Yeah.
why we say be with somebody that you are equally yoked with.
Exactly.
It does not make sense for Renee to sit down here and be like, well, what you're doing is wrong. You're not going to convince somebody who's
No.
lived this life for
When he
decades
just
to all
started
of a
living this
sudden.
life, but still, it's
No.
a belief now.
Well, it's
that
not
he has.
even he started living this life because he actually turned himself to Christ when he went blind.
Okay, I see.
So he's been doing it for
probably he
decades.
grew up and he went away from it.
Right. So he's been
And-
doing this for decades. So
Yeah.
you're not going to convince somebody with one little conversation and
Yeah.
the need for lust. You're not going to convince somebody to change their religion. So
No.
I don't think nobody should be doing that. Like, it is absurd to do that.
And if you lead with that, you definitely won't convince him.
And you're definitely going to lose him. So, Renee, please just take
Yeah.
yourself on with your chicken-loving
I mean,
self when
Chidi
you
seems like such
like,
a nice guy, and his family seems like such a wonderful family. Look at how accommodating his sister was. She was so sweet. Renee, I mean, he's such a nice person.
Well, she's
It
not
will
bashing
do you
him
good.
online.
After all, Renee, I mean, you have. She said she has been around Christians. Isn't her family Christian?
I'm not sure.
She's been around Christian. Maybe you need to give it a second look. Maybe you need to give it a second look if you really like Chidi. Because Chidi, man, he seems like a really nice guy. And it's wonderful when you're with someone and the family is so nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because family can make or break a relationship sometimes. You know? So, wish you guys the best though.
Bye, y'all.